Hi, I'm Jamie from Earthquaker Devices, and this is Nick Reinhardt from Terra Mellows. We're going to show you our new pedals at Summer NAMM 2014. First one is the Afterneath, which is a pretty intense reverb. It can go from like a short, medium hall to an all-out like ambient dreamscape glitch. Has 6 controls. Dampen is the tone control. Diffuse sort of spreads the reverb around. Length is the decay length, so it'll go all the way up to infinite. It'll just keep going. Mix blends the wet signal into the dry signal. Reflect is a regeneration control, and drag separates the delay lines. And it's what really makes it either like a tight reverb or separates it into a glitchy, stuttery, delay, reverb wash. So I'll have Nick show it to you. Awesome. The next one is the Palisades. And we are getting a lot of requests to do a TS-808 style pedal, tube screamer, if you will. And I was a little bit reluctant because there's so many of them on the market. So I figured if we're going to do one, we should really overdo it. So this has 2 major differences, really. The bandwidth control, it's a rotary switch. So it will take it from super thin to super bass heavy. Kind of controls like where the clipping happens, how much bass comes out. And the voice control, which are different clipping options. So it'll start from like wide open and clean and go all the way up to super loose and fuzzy. And pretty much everything in between. It controls like how tight it is, how much compression it is, how much headroom it has, output volume. In addition to that, there's 2 gain channels, gain A and gain B, and you can toggle between them with the foot switch. So you can have 1 low gain overdrive and 1 high gain. And then there's an output boost. So you can boost your volume during solos or use it as like a 3rd gain channel to push the amp even harder. And then there's a toggle switch to turn the input buffer on and off, which sort of controls like the feeling of the pedal. You notice it a lot when you're playing. It makes it a little bit like more saggy or tightens it up. And then a bright normal switch, which adds like a little bit of bite to it. And then the tone and volume controls. So I'll have Nick show you that. And that's the Palisades. The next pedal is the cloven hoof. And the cloven hoof is sort of based on our hoof pedal, and the hoof pedal is based on an old Russian pig muff. The cloven hoof is a little bit more growly in the mid-range. It has a wider gain range. The tone stack is a lot more mid-focused. It's just a lot more biting than the standard hoof. The standard hoof is a lot smoother and it's more warm sounding. So it's just kind of a different answer. The other thing is it takes low end a lot better, so it's perfect for bass players. And yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, and last but not least, we had the Arrows, and the Arrows has been on the whole time. The Arrows is sort of just a preamp pedal. It's like a coloring boost, cuts a little low end off, pushes the mid-range, and adds like a little sparkle to it. And I like it, it just pushes drive pedals just a little bit harder, or it, you know, cleans up the neck pickup on like, you know, Les Pauls or something. It makes it able to push an amp even harder. So that's just been on the whole time. And those are all our new pedals at NAMM.